You want to be a 154 half mile race your life. I want you to be sensational. I want it more than you do. That doesn't make good.
Set, go, now let's be great. Get it. Carmona, Schultz, get up. Pack, pack, pack. Gunlack, big gap, big gap. Go on by Gunlack.
Joe Newton has been at York High School for nearly 4 decades, preaching the philosophy of doing the best you can and encouraging his players to do the same.
I'm always striving for excellence, just like I want my boys to be, but I'm not always successful, just like they're not always successful, but I don't give up. Well, here's another guy, right here. He doesn't do much, and it bothers me. He's a nice Polish lad. My wife is Polish, and I try to get him to run hard, and he walks. So the good and the bad kind of even out. So you get cocky and you think you're doing good, and then you get guys that don't come on and do anything, and then you realize you're just another coach, and you keep trying.
But Joe Newton certainly is not just another coach. During his tenure with the Duke's cross-country program, his teams have captured 17 state titles. That alone has earned him a great deal of respect in the state of Illinois.
Our first team went down in '79, and we actually took the guys up and ran a practice near the York campus. Just to kind of do the run around and then finish up. And the idea was that, you know, these guys put their pants on the same way as everyone else does.
That's a real compliment. And Pat Quinn is a good coach, and he's got a good program. Maris is always hunting and pecking him toward the top. And if he said he came in this area to get his guys motivated, then I take that as a great compliment.
Another great compliment comes from the father of a world champion, Peter Coe, father and coach of Sebastian Coe, is Newton's guest in Chicago every fall, addressing his teams prior to the start of the season.
And this is why I respect Joe, because every living, waking moment is given to what he calls his mighty mites. And he's had a long run of success, and I admire the man immensely. I think his powers of motivation with young people is terrific.
Come on, Gunder! Let's do it! Let's be great! You're the men of York! Everybody wants to be one!
Newton is 64 years old. His goal? To win 20 state titles. So he's in no hurry to retire, and it's apparent that he's very happy to be right where he is.
All right.
So it's not important that they love me. It's important that they know that we try to teach them things to help them in life. I had a guy come back last year, Eugene Sullivan, that was a fighter pilot, and his plane took off, and he was on a, what do you call those kind of boats, the ships that have airplanes on them? Aircraft carrier. And the plane flamed out. He took off and it went right in the ocean. And it was a rough day. And he was in the ocean for 5 hours before they could pick him out. And he said, I never would have survived if it hadn't been for that training I got here and that will to win and hang on and shred a desire, ounce of courage. Came back and told my whole team that. I almost cried. So the important thing is, you know, nobody wants to be disciplined anybody. Nobody wants to work hard. Somebody's got to be the mean guy. So I'm the mean guy. And sometimes they don't appreciate it when they're here, but they come back 10 years later and say, now I understand. And that's everything to me. That's worth $1 million. Now I understand, Coach Newton, what you were trying to get across to me, which I didn't understand at the time. So that's, hit it, freshman, you're dogging! You're not running! Mr. Coe's watching you, Kettner!